Man, I am so sorry about the interruption, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened. I lost power for a second. Damn it. And I'm so mad because it was like I wasn't able to save the live like normally. Damn. I am so hot. But oh well, I gotta get over it. Okay, maybe that wasn't meant to be recorded. I don't know. Whoever was here was who it was for. That's for sure. All right. But we talked about justice, okay? We're overcoming the mental blockages. We talked about that as well, okay? We're overcoming mental blockages and karma is working in our favor, okay? We are basically like the religious belief aspects that we have, okay? We are overcoming those as well. It's like the Hierophant is all about propaganda, you know what I'm saying, mental programming and things like that. And it's like we're breaking the chains of the mental programming, okay? We're breaking those chains. We're not sitting around and allowing ourselves to be predictive programming. Hey, Steph Rags, welcome to the live, love. Thank you so much for your presence here, baby. Y'all, I'm so irritated because I just was on live and I was recording and then like my power went out for a second. And then the whole video went away. So it's like now I'm not even going to have the initial part of this video. I normally save my lives. But, oh well, it is what it is. It just wasn't meant to be. Okay? But with the Ace of Cups, though, this is all about emotional fulfillment. New beginnings and emotional fulfillment as well. Okay? This is like I said, you're always on the right side of karma. So justice is going to be served in your favor. Okay? Especially now that you've overcome the mental blockages and things like that. A lot of times we'll have mental blockages set around love, set around relationships, set around, you know what I'm saying, things like that, which kind of put us in a lack mentality. Whereas, like, we kind of push those things away from us, okay? Because, like I said, with the Four of Pentacles, it's all about lack mentality. It's all about penny pinching as well. Holding on too tight to things, okay? Being afraid to lose stuff, okay? And the thing about it is, right, detachment is so powerful. When we relinquish and release control and we just surrender, right, it allows the freedom of those things. Like sometimes we limit what we can receive. It's like if we allow the limitations of the lack mentality that we have, right, you can call in something greater than what you could even imagine, okay? Hey, Big J Global, thank you so much for joining the live. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles, right, this is somebody who's very firm in their foundation, okay? We talk about the morals and values and integrity and all of this, but this is somebody that's extremely grounded and goal-oriented, career-oriented. This is somebody that's making big coins, okay? Or they're on their way, okay? Because we got the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So this is like you've evolved, okay? A lot of these, you know, whatever obstacles and challenges may come in the way that try to block you from nourishing, from growing, you know what I'm saying, to pouring into yourself, right? Karmic justice can't come into play. So it's like regardless, okay, you are the King of Pentacles now. So it's like you are at this place now where you're ready to be this leader, okay? You're ready to pay attention to those things that do create foundation in your life, you know what I'm saying, and structure and longevity, right? That is what's most important, okay? Because, excuse me. Yeah. And it's like you being aggressive with that, okay? Like not letting people come for you, right? Come for you to try to block your blessings and things like that. It's like you're ready to cut. You're ready for war, right? If somebody try to come and try to take you off your throne, this is the type of energy you're ready for. It's like, okay, don't worry about it. It's like you're going to be met with aggression. You're going to be met with protection, okay? So it's like this is one of those things where it's like this is not somebody that you want to play with like that, okay? This is not that type of person, especially because they are, you know, they have their morals and things like that. Hey, Bree Love 28, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, this is somebody who is not about to play like that. So it's like they're gonna meet you, you know, it's not about matching energy, but it's like they will protect their truth. You see what I'm saying? There's no problem, you know what I'm saying? But at the Five of Pentacles, right, is all about feeling like left out in the cold or feeling like you don't have the proper support system. You don't have somebody there that's going to, you know, be there for you. And you feel like this is one of those things where it's like you seek the Most High in the middle of refuge, right? But it's like you're everybody's savior. You're everybody's, you know, when people need help, when people going through things, right? Even if it's just you giving them positive advice or whatever, but it's like they can always come to you, right? So they don't feel alone. But as far as like that energy being reciprocated, you know, I'm not seeing that that's how you're feeling in this moment, right? But it's because you have this strength and you have this grace, right? So strength and grace, it's like you let that take the lead, right? So it's like even if you're going through challenges and things like that, it's like you're still strong enough to be that balanced person that exudes this strength where it's like you're going to put your problems on the back burner and be strong for somebody else, when it's like you're being strong for yourself and other people. And you think about how much further along you may have been if you would have just focused and put that energy all into just you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this energy that you put into people are people that will abandon you, are people that don't give a fuck, are people that is like they're just taking, right? Because they see you as you know, somebody to, you know, they see you as somebody that they can get away with this behavior with. You see what I'm saying? But it's like with the Ace of Swords, they didn't think that you would cut their ass off when you recognize that they didn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a level of appreciation that you were literally showing grace and being very graceful with this person. You know, it's like they were still overlooking the fact of how your energy, you know, was strong and graceful, and you still, like, when they were being rude or nasty with you, you still carried a certain grace, right? And then if they didn't think that you would cut their ass off, right? They just thought that, oh, okay, well, she's strong, she be, you know, she tolerates me. She sees the good in me, so she's not ever going to leave me type of deal, or she's not ever going to see the real side of me because it's like she has this hope that I'm going to be this better person. Hey, Divine Frankenstein Angel Tarot, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yeah, exactly. It's like this person wanted to create stagnation in your life or confusion or create a blockage so you don't know which way to go in the direction that you were headed. Or this is about confusion. You see what I'm saying? So it's like either way it goes, it's this place where it's like when you it's like you have the strength to be able to be this strength, you know, for someone, or this place of refuge for other people, right? But it's like these same people just create stagnation, blockages, and confusion in your life. It's like, do you motherfuckers really care? It's like all the energy that I pour into everybody, and it's like when I need that same energy, then they're over here, they out the door on your ass. They like, oh, okay, bet. Well, you need me now. I need to go find somebody else I can use, because they never had the intention of they knew that they was going to take from you because you was strong enough to deal with it. They knew you was going to be able to tolerate the foolishness. Right, Bree Love 28, you feel me, baby? Hey, bullshit philosopher. Hey, Jamila Gonzalez. Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. Yes, I agree this what I'm going through right now. Sis, okay? This is that reality where it's like, we can't allow ourselves to be so strong for people, right? But then it's like we always getting the shit in and getting abandoned and things like that, when it's like, because the thing was, we was ignoring what we needed to do for ourselves to try to be a help to these people. So it's like whole time you're sitting there sleeping on you to try to be there for other people, and then it's like when you down bad, the only reason why you're there is because of these same motherfuckers that don't even want to now be of assistance to you when you going through some shit, right? This is exactly what the fuck what they own. Like you see the motherfuckers walking away, right? But it's all good, because that's what happened. It's like these are people, right, who thought that they were one up on you, right? These are like people will look at a situation and feel like they're getting over. So when they see that things aren't working out for you, it's okay for them because they didn't want you doing better than them. You see what I'm saying? They seen these new opportunities. They seen you getting these epiphanies, these divine downloads in direction that you were taking, right? And they seen the anointing that you had over your life from spirit, okay? Because you was connected, okay? And people like that, they do not it's almost like an envious energy that they feel towards people that have this connection with the Most High, because they either don't believe in that, they don't believe in God, or they don't have that belief system or they don't have that flowing with them to move them the way that you're moved, right? So then it's like they envy your position and how you move because you're blessed, right? And this is you like just allowing people to think that they won when they show you that they are not that supportive, when they show you that they are not, you know what I'm saying, in your corner. This is you walking away. You know what I'm saying? And this is you allowing this person to think that they won, that they got one over. Whole time you're like, okay, baby, don't worry about it, because I got this connection to the Most High. Me and the connection to the Most High, we're connected. So God be moving me out the way, baby. So it's just like you can't even be worried. You see what I'm saying? When these people, right, are deceptive, because you got the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords out here and the 2 of Swords. It's a lot of swords, right? So this is like, swords is all about, you know, it's like that energy where it's like conflict and chaos. You see what I'm saying? Hey, DB Photography 317, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, it's like it's a lot of swords. So it's like it's a lot of combative energy. People trying to block your blessings, right? Block your ascension and things like that. You see? But we can clearly see that you're strong and you're not having none of that shit. But you're still dealing with everybody. You're dealing with people gracefully, right? But don't get it twisted, because it's like if you do have to exhibit a level of strength to show motherfuckers that, okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're going to speak your truth at the end of the day. And you don't care who tries to oppose that. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about none of that, right? You're the Queen of Wands. Right? Because the Queen of Wands is somebody who is so set in who they are. They know who they are. They're very confident, right? This is somebody who is also tapped into the occult, right? So they know about spirituality. They know how to protect themselves from black magic. They know how to ensure that people who are out here trying to, you know, perform these little hexes or voodoo, whatever it is that they're trying to do that are like spiritual attacks and things like that, because you're so connected to the Most High, you just pray that shit away, or whatever your process is. But because you're so connected, right, you know, when you even feel when that energy is trying to be sent your way, and you correct that shit so quick. Hey, Blue Bodega, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, this is your awareness. See, with the 4 of Swords, this is all about therapy, right? So you know how to put yourself, like, you know how to go through that therapy for yourself when you're going through something. It's like, you know how some people, they gotta go to a psychiatrist, you know, and sit on a long chair and talk to somebody and things like that. But you know how to process what you're going through yourself, where you don't really need a motherfucker to, like, a sounding board. You know how to process stuff and rationalize and make things make sense, so you get that proper healing and therapy to whatever situation you done worked yourself through. You see what I'm saying? But you know, you take the proper time to ensure that that you do the proper therapy and the proper healing. Okay, you make sure that you do that, because you know the importance of peace. You know the importance of your peace. You know the importance of your vibration and your frequency. Okay, with the 2 of Pentacles, it's like, yes, you might have many opportunities opening up. Okay, you may need to make a decision about an opportunity that's coming in that could have to do with some type of financial wealth coming in. Hey, Taz8317, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yeah, this is like you juggling. This could be like you being one of those people who have themselves involved in multiple projects and things like that, which that's not a bad thing, right? It's just a matter of balancing, you know, making sure that you're able to apply yourself to both avenues, both elements, you know, where you're there, that is being affected. You know, sometimes we'll put too much on our plate, and when we put too many things on our plate, you see what I'm saying, then that's when it's like becomes too heavy for us to balance, and the next thing you know, our whole trader fell on the floor. You see what I'm saying? Do you do private readings? I'm at work and want to tune in but gotta go. Okay, baby, I do private readings, and yes, baby, DM me when you get off or something and we can chat. Okay, have a great day at work, love. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, so yeah, so we're, you know, that's that's where we're at with it. You know, we're ensuring that whatever we are focused on, right, we're making sure that we're able to exert our energy and balance to those things that we're invested in. So that way we can actually complete, right, the projects and the things that we're working on, okay? With the Hermit, this is all about going within, right? Going within to seek. This is like isolation. You see what I'm saying? And solitude and removing yourself from situations, right? That it's like when you get into this space, when you're trying to sort out your personal life and figure things out for yourself, this is like you going, taking that isolation to respectfully separate your energetic field from other people's energy, right? Because sometimes we're trying to discover what it is for us, but everybody else's opinion is on it. Everybody else's perspective and views is on it. And it's stopping you from being able to see the beauty and the benefit of what it is that you are doing for yourself, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes you have to take that time to go within, to sort it out, to separate your energy from other people, to ensure that what you're doing is specifically aligned for you, right? Not with, oh, your mama thought you should have did this or you should have did that, or your friend said, oh, well, I don't think you're better at this, you should have did, it's like not having no influence, but going within to get the influence, right? Being influenced by the guiding star within. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Melvin Kieslin, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yes, the Two of Wands is all about being that visionary, right? And being able to, when you have like those guided meditations and they're like, okay, I want you to view yourself walking on the beach and you feel the breeze blowing through your hair and the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have this is your visionary aspect though. This is like you being able to do that, especially in places where it's like you're trying to get that confirmation on, is this the right way to go? Is that the right way to go? Things like that. It's like you tend to marinate on it, meditate on it, and allow yourself to create a vision so you can see it clearly. Also, so when you actually achieve the blessing or whatever it is, the goal, right? It feels like deja vu. It's like, okay, this is, that it's in alignment because it's something that you manifested, because it's like when it starts to reflect in your physical life, you'll remember that vision that you had. Is just like when the vision boards and writing down what it is that you wish to desire into your life. You see what I'm saying? And then boom, it's like this is the manifestation aspect right here. It's like when the Ace of Pentacles comes through and they're like, okay, boom, you manifested all this, and then it just comes out of nowhere, right? Because a lot of times we'll be working hard, okay, and we'll be working hard on ourselves, but it be behind the scenes sometimes. Sometimes it's just like we're working on ourselves within, and everybody else is judging you because they're like, you may be in isolation, you may be doing things to yourself, and everybody can't really see it clearly how whatever it is, what you're doing is really benefiting your growth. But because it's a divine download or you're being guided by something higher, right? It's like this is the only thing that matters when it comes to like the vision and you experiencing this blessing that's coming in, right? Because it's like you took that time to go within. Only you gonna know what it looked like, what it smelled like, what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? Only you are gonna know. And when you make that decision, right, on what that is for you, because you went and you took a look at the vision, you looked at the big picture, you see what I'm saying? Boom, that's how it works. It comes like this. But it's like you also have to surrender to things. Like this is like a level of surrendering because you're just kind of relinquishing control of the things that are outside of you and you're going within, right? So that's what this is about when you're manifesting, right? We don't obsess about what it is that we want to create because we have so much faith that it's going to come into existence that we just manifest and we surrender to it, knowing that it's just going to drop into our lap when the time is right. You see what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. What else, spirits? What else? I'm gonna pull a few from this deck, and then we'll get some advice from the angels, and we'll see. what Spirit has for us, y'all. But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. Like I said, the live was I was going in on that live too. I may have to. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I was talking about some stuff and I wanted to record. I wanted it to record because I like to record my content and then use it as well for my other platforms. And I was really talking about some good shit on there, and it's like, you know, I didn't get to record because what happened was everything went off in the. Well, it doesn't even matter, y'all. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna sort it out. But what else, Spirit? Let me just a few. Okay, we'll take that one. We'll take that one, that, and that one. All right. So yeah, I'm seeing there's some divine, like we talked about. Justice is out here already right now, right? But we have gavel, right? So it's like justice is working in your favor, okay? Justice is working in the favor of the righteous, okay? Let's just put it like that, okay? So it's like if you're on the right side of karma, then justice is certainly working for you, okay? It's like what I'm seeing is that whatever this person too that you could have been involved with, or people that you could have been involved with that were, you know, sabotaging or abandoning, you know, you are causing some type of friction, whatever they were doing, right? I'm seeing that, you know, this person was attempting to relinquish, or they were looking to do, like I said, we talk about the destiny swapping, and they really wanted power. They wanted to destroy you for the power that you have, okay? And it's like they were delaying these blessings by you even being involved with them, okay? They were, you know, creating delays into your life, creating complexities, obstacles, issues, okay? To kind of, like I said, to delay your progress, okay? And it's like they knew that you were powerful. They wanted to get in the way of that power. They wanted to create trouble, okay? Because they got some evil spirit, you know what I'm saying, guiding them. Because who else is just going to be out here intentionally trying to delay somebody's progress or growth, or not want to see them do well, right? I'm seeing energy shift, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like people who are low vibrational, that's why they like to create conflict in people's life, because it's almost like an energy shift. It's like, if I can get you to come match my energy, I can bring your frequency down, and then I can affect and manipulate, because it's like once your frequency is set to a low frequency, then you give the lower forces power to manipulate and to infiltrate your energy, okay? So that's why it's like important for you to remain grounded, okay? Be secure in your power. Be secure in your gifts and things like that, okay? Because like we talked about with the justice, we're getting like people are going to be going down for doing the mishaps that they've attempted to do on you, okay? So they're being judged, okay? And they will be convicted, okay? Karmic justice will prevail, okay? So yeah, this is a serious situation, and important decision is being made around this, but it's definitely going to be working in your favor, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and get the message from the angels and get a little advice to see. And then I don't know, y'all. I think at the end of this, because I had a few viewers on my live on the first the first try before everything shut off or whatnot. So I may go ahead and try to just summarize, right, what we communicated about in the first live. Because, like I said, I want to use this content for my other platforms. So we're going to readdress some of those things when I'm done with this reading, okay? Hey, Brad Beats made it. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. So, yes, let's see what the angels have for us today, okay? You came in on the end, but we was actually talking about some shit, boy. I'm telling you, like, I'm actually going to touch on some of the things that I was discussing, because like the first live just shut off on me and I didn't get to save it. I'm a little irritated about it. But yeah, you know, we were talking about the devil being in the details and like being aware of people who don't like to address the elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? Because that is significant of a red flag of somebody trying to be deceptive or try to withhold knowledge from you that you may need to know about it. You see what I'm saying? You may need to know what's going on. You feel me? But yes, advice. So we got tears. Let it go. It takes a brave heart to show vulnerability. Ask the angel of tears to help you find the courage to express your feelings. If someone has rejected, criticized, or upset you, remind yourself that what others say is about them and not you. If you are facing struggles and challenges, be mindful that growth never happens in your comfort zone. If you feel sad for no reason, simply let the angel of tears pass through you and gently wash away your pain. Tears can heal. Feelings of loss, sadness, or incompletion happen for a reason. Express and release whatever is hurting you in a safe and loving way. Your feelings, whether they are happy or sad, should not be bottled up. You are pure energy and your essence must allow it to flow. Okay, y'all? So the reality is a lot of times we'll be feeling something and we just hold it in. And we, you know, it does not just disappear. Okay, if we're just holding it in and burying it, it's still buried there. And it's there, you left it, and then you never dealt with it, and then they get addressed when you're triggered. And that's the least time where you want to address these things, because then it's like you're channeling that energy into something that is not even really giving you the resolution or the solution to the problem, right? We want to find solutions to our traumas and our issues. We don't want to keep them readdressing, resurfacing, and creating drama in other issues. We want to just go and address the trauma so we can get over it, so that way it doesn't have to continue to resurface. You see what I'm saying? And rejection is protection. I always say that. Like, I always used to question, like, well, this one don't fuck with me, or be trying to figure out, like, damn, I'm a bad motherfucker. Like, why don't I got a nigga? Or why, you know, whatever. You just have these questions to try to figure out, like, why you're maybe not being receptive, why people are not receiving you well, right? But what I've come to realize in my life now is that rejection is protection, baby. If a motherfucker can't, like, if you can't, you see somebody, you put them on a pedestal, okay, and it's like you want to deal with them, but for whatever reason, that situation ain't working out, let that shit be that, because it's like there's something trying to protect you, and there may be things that about that person that you can't really see at just the physical level, right? It's because things are spiritual too. So I realized that I've been protected all of this time. So now when I realize that I'm being rejected, I don't care if it's a business opportunity. I don't care what the fuck it is. If I'm being rejected from it, I look at it like my blessing in disguise. I'm being protected and I'm being redirected to what is actually for me. And that's what this energy is about, is like not taking no losses, the only way you can take a loss is when you decide that you've given up. You're not going to pursue that thing anymore, okay? But God he don't reject you. He just redirects you to show you that, baby, that was not for you. This is for you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reality of it, child. Let's not forget about the responsibility that we have to be able to be intuitive, for us to go within to reflect how we feel about things, and not allowing other people outside of us to redirect us and tell us that we need to be on this or we need to be on that. No, we need to go within and tap into how we feeling about things, because the reality is not everybody can be trusted. And it's a sad thing, but when you are a pure-hearted person, you have good intention, you're going to draw a lot of snakes. You're going to draw a lot of clowns. You're going to draw a lot of people to you that are not good for you, that want to work against that light within you. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be on top of your shit. And that's why I labeled this live the first live was the devil is in the details, right? Because the devil is in the details, because when people don't want to address the elephant in the room, it requires for you to start having some probing questions. It requires for you to start addressing the elephant in the room, since nobody else want to do it, because that's how you fucking hold people accountable. And that's how you hold yourself accountable too. Because it's like, I'm not going to sit here knowing that we just fell out 3 months ago, and then you just call me out of the blue, 5 months later, acting like, hey girl, like, yeah, just trying to act like everything is everything. Bitch, no. You remember you said this, you was real disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? It was unnecessary because, you know, I was trying to have that communication then, but you didn't want to. And now you think some time has passed, and now you think you can slide back in like everything is cool because you think I done forgot the shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's how people be sliding. People will assume that, no, I know they know that you're empathetic. They know that you have this certain way to be the bigger person. They know that you're going to take the higher road. And some people thrive off of knowing that because they know that they can play you a certain kind of way and you're not going to trip, or you're just going to let them get away with it. You see what I'm saying? Because you're assuming that, they couldn't have been doing that intentionally. They couldn't have been. I know they wouldn't do me like that because, like, I'm a real nigga. Or you know what I'm saying? Or, like, you just assume that because you such a real person, or you an authentic person, or you done got them out of bind so many times, or you done this and that for them for so many times. You would think that they would appreciate you and respect the energy that you put into pouring into them, right? But a lot of people are fucking ungrateful. They don't give a fuck about you pouring into them. They don't give a fuck about what you invested into them. They don't give a fuck about how you empowered them, gave them the best advice, gave them, you know, whatever it was. It's like they don't appreciate that because, you know, it's more, they're coming from a space of being manipulative, of being deceptive, of using other people for the benefit. It's like some people gain from other people, and they do it in a sense where it's manipulation, so you don't really see it until it's too late. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be on top of the shit because people be out here plotting and scheming, right? And seeing like, oh, okay, he got the glow, she got the glow, man. I can come and suck up all they motherfucking life force energy, right, to pour into what I'm pouring into, because these motherfuckers be empty vessels, right? These motherfuckers be people that they can only siphon other people's energy, but it's like they can't create that energy from within themselves. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me, bro? Like, this is the type of shit that pisses me off, because it be like, you be out here pouring your heart out and being this good Samaritan. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people, instead of people appreciating you, they take your kindness for weakness, right? But this is the time that we're in, is where people are starting to see your real power now. People are not looking at you like you're a plaything anymore, because you've decided to take your power back and you're standing in your strength now. You're confident and you know who the fuck you are. So now you know how to turn the mirror around when people are trying to project their behaviors and their personalities onto you, because people will project they shit onto you. They will be a horrible person. They'll be fucked up. Meanwhile, they trying to convince everybody else that you're fucked up, because they are actually a fucking narcissist, and they know that it's either me or you, right? They don't want their reputation to be affected, so they feel like they got to go hurry up and go out and start speaking down on you, or making it seem like, oh, well, you're the bad friend. You're the one that's fucked up. You're the one that did this and did that, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, bitch. That's cap. You see what I'm saying? It's like, the reality is that these people will try to play with you because they already feel like they already ahead of the game, because you're not gonna retaliate. You're not gonna. But here's another thing too. It's like some people get off on the fact that you will retaliate too. So it just depends. Like, you might be the hothead, or you might be the so-called cool motherfucker that don't nothing bother you and things like that. But if, like, either way it goes, it's still a manipulation tactic to get over. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you do have a hot head and you do retaliate, you do respond in a negative way, that's still benefiting them in a sense of giving them something to try to smear your name. You know what I mean? Because it's like, these be the people too that'll try to video record you, take a picture of you and things like that. And it's like, you're just really retaliating and responding off of the disrespect and the bullshit that they didn't put you through. But that's how you realize it's like, it's all a mind fuck. These motherfuckers really will try to manipulate your mind, and you won't even see it, because you don't think that people even move like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, you kind of be like, damn, people really move like this? You didn't even know. So it's like, now there is this level of awareness, right? So it gives you this freedom to be able to move differently, because now you see it and you don't just be green and naive, assuming that nobody know what the fuck like they doing. You see what I'm saying? You be spot on. Right on, bro. I appreciate that. Hey, King Willie, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, like this, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I be putting this shit on blast, because I know it'll be more motherfuckers dealing with this shit than just me. You see what I'm saying? And it's like trying to empower people to let them know that yes, you can be surrounded by manipulative people that mean you know good, that mean you know. I always get myself confused when I say that. That mean you harm. They mean you harm, right? They mean you harm because they're intentionally preying on your blessings, your whatever it is that you're working on. It's like motherfuckers want to see you doing good, only as good as they doing. Motherfucker, once you surpass them, they not feeling that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like now they gotta try to put, you know, the salt in the game and try to find little ways to sabotage your growth and evolution. That's why I say move in silence. You see what I'm saying? Move in silence. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was your, I ain't gonna say granny, but like sometimes people granny do be toxic. You see what I'm saying? Like if family is like, you're not gonna, it don't matter. Like family, friends, whatever. Like people don't even realize that they be performing black magic on you just by putting their mouth on you. You see what I'm saying? So people be wanting to sit around and talk and chat and communicate, and you don't even really, they don't know maybe that that's what is happening, that they're creating some type of spiritual attack towards you, but that's what really be happening. So we get into this place where now we have to realize what's happening on a spiritual level, right? So we don't even let shit like that slide no more, right? We don't, when we see that the energy ain't right, we gonna just chalk it up to like, okay, the energy is not right. I'm not gonna sit here and keep dwelling and dealing with people who can't be trusted. And I don't care how close in proximity we are in family and whatever. That doesn't matter, because it's like your energy, the energy is currency. Energy, there's an energy exchange. So it's like whether I have a verbal agreement with you or not, if I'm dealing with you and interacting with you, we are making an energetic exchange. You see what I'm saying? It's like an agreement that we're making with each other. And you have to ensure that the people that you are making energetic agreements with, right, they got to be in alignment. They got to be equally yoked and things like that, because then that's how all of these crazy situations happen. Sutton Cage. Thank you, Sutton Cage. Do Aquarius. I'm Aquarius gang in the building. But yeah, this is for the collective. This is not just for any zodiac signs, but this is, if you were drawn to this reading at this point, this message most likely is for you. You see what I'm saying? And you came in kind of more towards the end, but yeah, it's more about just overcoming the challenges, right? You just focus on your coin, focus on the big picture, focus on your values, focus on nurturing yourself, pouring into you, focus on avoiding conflict with other people and things like that, because as long as you are always on the right side of karma, that justice is always going to be working in your favor as well. You see what I'm saying? Aquarius gang in the building, period. Okay, that Aquariuses are like some of the realest people. And if you like right now, y'all, it's the age of Aquarius, and that's why a lot of us Aquariuses are in our awakening stage. You see what I'm saying? I'm 127, so I'm right there with y'all. And as far as the Aquarius, but that's what time we in, y'all. It's the age of the Aquarius. The Aquariuses, we are really experiencing an awakening, okay? And we're at this place where we are stepping foot in a new timeline where our experience is high vibrational, and it's like we may have went through a lot of darkness right through our lives, but now we're in a place where now we're elevating, and we're in a place where it's like all of that darkness we went through was for a reason. God was just preparing us for this moment, because when he ushers all the blessings into our life that's due to come because of all the good karma that we put out there, right? Like we had to go through all of that darkness. God watched us sit there and climb and watched us dig ourselves out of this fucking hole. You see what I'm saying? And some of it was a grave that people were trying to dig for you. You see what I'm saying? But it's like we are getting to this space now where we see our power. We see the truth behind, you know, the masks and everything that people are having on. And we're no longer allowing the deception to delay us, right? We're continuing on the progress that we're constantly on. Like, that's one thing I know for sure about an Aquarius, is that we are always on the grind. Our minds are going 10,000 miles a minute, right? Our minds are made differently. We're fucking geniuses. Like, our process is different. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we've always, wasn't never a time where we wasn't ascending and growing and awakening. But sometimes there's just timing. It's about divine timing sometimes when it comes to, because God sometimes don't want certain information to be exposed to you until it's time, till God is like, okay, I need for you to know this because I got you on this path now, and you're going to need to incorporate this wisdom and this knowledge for you to accomplish this. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes he not going to just put all this knowledge and wisdom in your head when it don't have nothing to do with your purpose or your mission. So that's why it's like all Aquariuses and just people in general, like, if we're more in alignment with our purpose, and, you know, and we make sure that our gifts and we're focusing on the gifts and the spirituality aspect of things, you know what I'm saying? We'll be in more alignment in the opportunities and the blessings and the things that, you know, we decide to focus on. You know what I mean? All of that plays a significant role in all of those things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the age of the Aquarius, y'all, this is that the time is now where it's like Aquarius is all about truth. Aquariuses are all about, you know, humanity and wanting to see the greater good of the world. So, like, we do care more about, like, humanity than maybe other zodiac signs, you know what I'm saying, other people. So it's like, when we're sitting here having conversations like these, where I'm like, okay, we're empowering each other and things like that, it's because, like, we can see things from the big picture. Like, we don't look at things in a tunnel vision view. It's like all the puzzle pieces are together in our view. You know what I'm saying? We see everything. And so it allows us to see the truth to everything. You see what I'm saying? Because otherwise, like, everybody else is compartmentalizing information. And nobody is taking this information, and then they all connecting it like a puzzle. So then it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I'm Shanika. Welcome back, girl. I don't know what happened to the previous live, girl, but shit just went out. So thank you so much for returning, love. But yeah, like, that's the place where, you know, Aquarius is, we have, our minds are open enough for us to see everything. Like, a lot of people refuse information based on their belief system. So they're not gonna, you know, we're able to process everything. We don't have nothing rejecting nothing. Like, we're gonna process all the information, and what we don't use, we'll just place it somewhere in the back of our minds, you know what I'm saying? And then if something surfaces where we can use that and apply it, we will. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reality of how Aquarius's mind works, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, we're in a place now where we are starting to have this level of awareness, right? You may have always been like the conspiracy theorist, right? The person that always came with the knowledge and the information, and everybody looking at you at the side eye because they like, bitch, I don't want to talk about that. What are they talking about? Oh my gosh, like, if it ain't the status quo, if it ain't, you know, talk about reality TV or talk about some fucking bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It's like people don't want to talk about the real, right? But Aquarius is, we about the real. We're about, like, we want to talk about the reality. Like, yesterday I posted a live that was like, reality is the real tea. You see what I'm saying? It's like, y'all motherfuckers want to sit around and talk about bullshit all day, you know what I'm saying? And talk about nothing. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, when motherfuckers come and start talking about some real shit, now motherfuckers want to look at you weird or funny, like you're the oddball out. You see what I'm saying? It's like, Aquarius, it's our time now, right? Because we've been ahead of our time, okay? We've been out here putting motherfuckers on game, talking about this shit that now everybody is on this woke trend. You see what I'm saying? But we've been on this woke. Woke is not a trend for us, okay? Woke is just our natural state. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like, we're able to see things way more clear. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like, with us being Aquariuses and it being the age of the Aquarius, it is our, you know what I'm saying, time to pop the fuck out. Okay? It's time to be on our speaker boxes, and it's time to use our throat chakra, and it's time to use our heart chakra and our sacral chakra and like be creative, be open, speak our truth. You see what I'm saying? And be empowered by our truth, and also be empowered despite the people that support your truth or resonate with your truth. Nobody cares because the truth is the truth, but we always know that like the truth hurts sometimes to some people for whatever reason. The truth ain't never hurt me. I always welcome the truth with open motherfucking arms. I don't give a fuck. You can hurt my feelings. You can say whatever. Let me know what the fuck it is. Put me on game. Let me know. So let me make an educated decision based on all the fucking facts and all the cards on the table. Okay? I'm not trying to sit here and be bamboozled, you know what I'm saying, because the lack of information and, you know, the deception and things like that. Like Aquarius, we're wide the fuck open. Okay? And it's like we have this open mind. We're able to welcome in all facets of knowledge, and then we're able to put it in a place where it's like, okay, make it make sense. And also, it's like, it's easy for Aquariuses to have conversations and communications with people and not be judgmental. And not, because it's like, we're air signs. So like sometimes we need our ideas to be grounded. Because sometimes we can go all the way up into space with our shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how air signs are. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, sometimes we do need to ground our ideas, but it's like sometimes when people have these big ways of thinking, we can appreciate it. Like we actually appreciate it. We don't judge people for having, you know, these grand ideas. Like we actually encourage that shit, because it's like we don't encourage lack mentality and limiting beliefs. You know what I'm saying? We don't like to limit ourselves and things like that. So yeah, Aquarius gang in the building, okay? And I'm telling y'all, like, the reality though that I was trying to bring up in the first live that did not save was talking about the devil being in the details or whatever. And what I was trying to say about the devil being in the details is that we got to start paying attention to like the people that don't want to address the elephant in the room, right? People that don't want to address certain things, right? It's like, don't act like we cool if you haven't came back and apologized, okay? This is like this is a very narcissistic behavior to like somebody to, you may not hear from somebody for 2 or 3 months, right? And then it's like they call you out of the blue and y'all fell out and they just acting like everything's okay. They not addressing the fact that, you know, I apologize. You know, I know that my tone of voice wasn't correct. Like I know I was super passionate because I was really upset. I apologize if I disrespected you. Whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if somebody can't take accountability and you see people trying to avoid the elephant in the room, they don't want to have the communication or address the problem or the issue, this is a red flag. These are people who are very narcissistic, and they it's clear signs of deception and manipulation, okay? So beware of those people who avoid addressing the elephant in the room, okay? Because like we're saying, the devil is in the details, right? So when I say the devil is in the details, it means once you start probing and you start asking these questions, because somebody don't want to address the elephant in the room, but it's like you still want to be within my energy apparently, because here you are acting like everything's okay. But it's like, until we address the details, right? I don't know if I want to fuck with you again. I don't know if I want to, you know what I'm saying, accept you back into my life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you being that person to go ahead and address the elephant in the room, then to watch a person's response when you do address the elephant in the room. And it's like, if they still lack accountability, if they still acting like whatever, there you go. There's one indicator, okay? If you start asking questions, probing questions to gain further insight, and they refuse to do so, they're not providing no answers or any clarity, okay? This is a clear sign of evasion and avoidance of exposure of truth, exposure of deception, manipulation, things like that. So you want to pay attention to that. Like, I feel like it's way too common. I know too many motherfuckers, like, people try to hit me up randomly and like, hey, how you doing? Like, nigga, why are you reaching out to me like we cool and acting like, you know, but I'm not petty like that. Like, I'll sit there and I'll let you act like key, and I'll do all of that, right? But then when the time, when it's right for me to address or say or whatever, call you out about your shit, I don't have a problem with doing that either. We're aliens. We're made to understand people, but people weren't made to understand us. That's probably true. You see what I'm saying? Lemurian Raindrop 333. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yes, I've heard that before. Like, right, we were made to understand people, but they weren't made to understand us. I've definitely heard that before. Yes, we are a different breed. We cut from a different cloth, and that's because it ain't on us, it's in us. You feel me? Like, that's the real talk. Like, we was bred like this. You know what I'm saying? We were born like this. You see what I'm saying? Because when I think about my childhood, you know, I just was not somebody that could be easily influenced. You see what I'm saying? So even when I was a kid, like, I felt like I was always the oddball out. I felt like I was always the person that people would try to bully and point out because I'm different. You see what I'm saying? But not at one point did I ever want to fit in or try to be like these motherfuckers to get them to like me more and no shit like that. Like, I always was embraced my authenticity, and I always knew wasn't shit wrong with me, baby. I know you got to be hating on me if you don't like me, because I've always been very welcoming, very loving. You see what I'm saying? Never was on no drama type shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm met with drama, baby, don't worry about it, because yes, we can smoke. We can smoke. Please believe, nigga been smoking for a long time, okay? Got them smoking lungs, okay? So we can do all the smoke. But I really rather get my humidifier or burn my sage or my Palo Santo and be on my, you know, my motherfucking aromatherapy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want the drama, but I mean, if somebody want to bring it to the doorstep, I mean, hey, we can do that. But my thing is, we got to pay attention, because people who are low vibrational that just they want to feed their demons. You see what I'm saying? You can't be that person that they're using to feed their demons. And that's what we're doing when we entertain foolishness. We are giving them the energy that they need to feed their demons, right? And I'm not demon food, bitch. You're not about to use me to feed your demons. We're not doing that. You see what I'm saying? So I get to this point where soon as I witness, like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? LOL, right. I'm a sweetheart, but I'm going to keep it real. Never fake. Big facts. Like, we're going to keep it 100. Like, it's all about leading with your truth. You see what I'm saying? And when you see that people are being manipulative around you, it's like, first of all, I don't even want you as a friend. I don't like people who are manipulative, deceptive, that don't have good intention. I don't want to be around you. Leave me alone. You see what I'm saying? Type deal. Like, I only want to be surrounded by people who have good intention. You know what I'm saying? And they have love in their heart and compassion and generosity. You see what I'm saying? People who are self-centered, all they think about is how they can get ahead, and they don't mind stepping on somebody else's neck to get it. Like, there's too many people in the world that exist like this, that are out here ready to get over on the next person just so they can feel like they're one step closer to the finish line. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't all have to be in competition with each other. You know what I mean? We really can be all rooting each other on and making shit happen. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, you rather hate on the next man or the next woman and not want to see them succeed or progress in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what's that really about? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, when you avoid the big picture or the higher meaning or purpose and allow the minor details to get in the way of seeing it through, you create energetic blockages, which form into mental blockages, and then they form into physical blockages, and it creates stagnation in your life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, don't allow these people to block you energetically, okay? And that's what will happen, because it's like, if you are confused about somebody and you're dealing with somebody who's being deceptive and they're causing chaos behind the scene, this is the type of shit that'll drive a motherfucker crazy. This is the type of shit that'll make a motherfucker be confused, because if it's black magic, if it's happening right, underneath your nose, but you don't know why it's happening or where it's coming from or how this happened, because it's like, it's spiritual, right? It's something that's happening, like you're being sent spiritual attacks. And some people who are not spiritual, they don't even understand what that is. You know what I'm saying? They like sometimes I talk about the narcissist and I talk about the dark empath, and I can tell that people it's just too far, like too much for people to grasp or to understand, because they don't even have any full understanding about spirituality. You see what I'm saying? But that's why you need to learn, because that is how these people prey on you, because they see that shit, you don't study, like you didn't pick a side, right? You're not, because what did I write down? I wrote down to you start asking for questions, a clear sign of evasion. Damn, it must be in my notes in my phone. But like, yeah, it's like you need to decide, right? Because here's the thing, the Most High, if you're riding the fence, that's what I was saying. Oh, you can't hear me? You can't, maybe I need to charge my phone up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Bree Love 28, can you hear me? Okay, good. Thank you for the heads up, for letting me know. But yeah, so what I was saying is that yeah, when you riding the fence, okay, thank y'all for letting me know y'all can hear me. But yeah, it's like when we're riding the fence, right? We'll be riding the fence, and what I mean by riding the fence is that we're quiet about God. You see what I'm saying? It's like I've always believed in God. I've always had the faith, right? But I grew up in the Nation of Islam. I was a Christian, right? Then we converted to the Nation of Islam. So the fact that I was young and I experienced more than one religion as a kid, that threw me off right there. It was confusing. I was like, what the fuck? But it also opened up my mind to say, well, this religion shit don't make sense. Like, if God say we supposed to be Christian, then why we just born Christians? You know, it was like, these are the type of mindsets your mind starts to question, especially as a young person just trying to make sense of things. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't try to make sense of things. Some people will just believe what they're told. And Aquarius is, we not like that. Aquarius is, or just, and I'm not just going to say only Aquarius is, people who are empathic, who are tapped in that have a connection with the Most High, and that, you know what I'm saying, they're being guided by something within. They're being guided by their light. We always had this connection with the Most High, and we always believed in the Most High. But the problem was that when we go out into the world, we understand that because of the way that we were born into this society where there's multiple religions, everybody is conflicted about which is the right religion. Everybody is pointing a finger about, oh, you're gonna go to hell if you don't believe this, you're gonna, you know, right? And you're a kid taking all this in, you don't even have a full concept of understanding of what this shit is about. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. We end up getting to this place where we don't want to ruffle any feathers. We don't want to be conflicting with people to make them feel like they're not believing in the right God, or we don't want to just have it's too much confusion around it, right? And everybody got their perception based on their programming and their conditioning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who wants to go out into the world and feel like you got to combat your idea about what God is, and everybody got their own view of God and all of this? Who wants to do that, right? But then you get to a point where you get to a certain level in your life, and you realize how your connection with God is so much more important, that you actually love God out loud. You see what I'm saying? Because the problem is like, you got to cast these demons off of other people or out of your life. You got to be able to recognize the demons, right? You know, they say when you cast a demon out, you call the demon by his name or something. Like when you are if you're performing like an exorcism, right, and you call the demon's name out and you banish him, you know, things like that. So with that being said, it's like when you're dealing with these low vibrational forces, which can just show up as bad habits, low vibrational attachments that you have to people, places, and things. These are all attached to low vibrational entities, which can also be called demons, entities, you know, whatever you want to call them, right? But their attachments, and as if we don't have a certain high level of frequency, which is the frequency, the high frequencies come from the God vibration, right? Of all of these high vibrational feelings of emotion, you know what I'm saying? Of gratitude, of love, of joy, of peace, of serenity, you know, whatever. You have all of these high vibrational emotions, and you have the low vibration emotions. The low vibrational emotions be moved by shame, guilt, pride, ego, you know, the low vibrational things, which can then like allow these entities to attach to your auric field. You see what I'm saying? So the reality is like, when you love God out loud and you know that you're being moved by God and you're communicating with God on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? As far as like you praying or you constantly going out into nature in God's green earth, and you're grounding and you're, you know, appreciating the beauty of what God has made and created around you. This puts you in a space of zen and peace that is a higher vibration frequency, which eliminates these low vibrational entities from attaching to your auric field. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, as long as you're existing on these low vibrational forces, being moved by these low vibrational temptations and things like that, you're being guided by the devil. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I hate to use the devil as a term because it's so, you know, churchy, you know, and I think it makes people think of like fairy tale, la la la. But it's the reality of it is demons, low vibration entities, all of that. It's still energy. So it's like, we just have to see like, what energy are we vibing on? You see what I'm saying? Because it's like they are subliminally conditioning us to naturally exist comfortably under these low vibrational demonic forces, right? So like, just always use this as an example because it's a good one. But like Sexy Red is very raunchy and low vibrational, right? And Sexy Red also promotes STDs. She promotes like lack of self-love and hygiene. She promotes just self-degrading behavior, right? She ain't the only one. I'm just using her. She's an archetype, right? I'm saying that we are already conditioned to Sexy Red. Everybody loves Sexy Red. We turn on the Sexy Red songs and we over here like, booty hole brown and it's pink or whatever fuck she be saying. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, think of the degrading energy, right, that is tied into that. That's a certain frequency. That's a certain energy. And now our kids are being able to see it. Now think about the babies who are in their mama back seat, in their car seat, and they listening to Sexy Red. And this is like, their minds are just being developed. And it's just like, now when they get older, this is going to be normalized, right? Like they're normalizing low vibrational shit. So that way we just adopt it subliminally, right? So we don't even realize that we're moving low vibrationally. We don't even realize we're getting these demonic attachments to us. We don't realize that these demonic attachments are leading us towards low vibrational life experiences. You know what I'm saying? And then that we're also then creating that with other people in their life, because we're exchanging energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if your energy ain't right, you're exchanging demons. Okay? So it's like, you have to be particular about who you want to do energy exchanges with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you start looking at it like all spiritual, when you see a bad bitch or you see a fine ass nigga, you see what I'm saying? You're not just going to look at it for surface level. You're going to still, that the energy is attached to people. And I don't care how good this woman look. I don't care how tall this nigga is, how much money it looks like he got. You see what I'm saying? What type of energy is flowing through this man? And do he move with God? Like, is God flowing through them? And it's like, does he love God out loud? Because a lot of people be saying they believe in God, but they don't love God out loud. They be real quick to tell a motherfucker they on demon time, though. You see what I'm saying? Real quick to be outside and just you know what I'm saying, moving with no type of moral compass. You see what I'm saying? And don't think twice about that, right? So this is where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now we're in a space where we got to move differently, because we are, you know, like, as I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, right? Or whatever. It's like we are walking through the darkness, but we are like literally like the lanterns walking through, spreading the light, right? But, you know, you have to move with that intention. You have to understand that, okay, I'm being purposeful now. So now that I'm moving in purpose, I'm paying attention to the shit. Now I'm not just allowing myself to make contractual agreements with people that have no good intention for me. You see what I'm saying? So yes, y'all, on that note, I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into the live. Okay, I just wanted to tap in with y'all since the first live didn't save. I wanted to make sure that I included what we were talking about in the first live, because it did not save. I was so irritated. But thank y'all so much for being here with me and vibing. I want to send y'all so much love. And if y'all want to support me, please go check my description in the bio, because I do have my Goddess Gang journals there available. I know it's the holidays and stuff, so get you like some stocking stuffers or something like that. And then also too, follow my TikTok and my Instagram at the Vibe Priestess Tarot. Okay, sending y'all peace and love, and I'll catch up with y'all on the next live.